Well, what I hope he doesn't do is demonize the industry. You know, bio represents about 1,000 companies. Most of them are small little outfits with a handful of scientists trying to cure diseases that have brutalized humans forever. And we're making tremendous progress. And as long as we can follow the right moral precepts, I think we can get the job done and make patients have access to the medicines they need. So there's a lot of sound and fury on the campaign trail and in the media and everywhere else about drug pricing and access. But I think if you narrow it down to 2 moral precepts, we can get it right. The first one is no patient should ever do without the medicine that he or she needs because they can't afford what's required to come from their pockets. It's immoral otherwise, so we should ensure that. The second is no policy should ever be acceptable to Congress or to the president or a governor or a state legislator if it tends to drive investment away from biotech innovation, because there's a tremendous amount of hope that's resting there for patients if we can just keep the science going. What happened in Europe was they used to lead the world in innovation. We were behind. And then they imposed draconian price controls. All of that innovation slowed down in Europe, and a lot of it moved to the United States. So not only are they not innovating as many new drugs and medicines as we are, but the population doesn't have access to them. We have access to virtually 100% of the new drugs. In places in Europe, they have maybe 70%, 50%, 30% access to the new medicines. Well, between the scientist at the bench and the patient in the bed, there's a whole chain of custody that happens with medicines. So a company might innovate a new medicine, then there's a PBM, a pharmaceutical benefits manager, that takes a cut. There's a distributor that takes a cut. The insurance company takes a cut. And that has a lot to do with what the final price is. So if Congress or the president wants to fix the system, they have to look at it holistically. They have to look at not only the drug companies, but the insurers, the PBMs, the distributors, and the whole process.